Hey, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be talking about this knife right here. It is a Berenson, if I can get it to snap in. There we go. And beautiful, beautiful knife. And not really what you think about when you think about a Berenson. And so if you'd like to hear more about this knife and my thoughts on it, uh, go ahead and check out the video. All right, welcome back to the Fortified Castle. And today we're going to be talking about this Berenson, a very interesting knife. But before we do, I want to say hi to all of my viewers. Thank you for supporting the channel with your likes, your shares, and your comments. Love reading the comments, by the way. And I'm more than happy to help you out. If you got a question in the comments, I'm always willing to do a little bit of research for you and try to answer those questions for you. So we're looking at a Berenson Barlow. And this is not your normal Barlow. So if we look at this next to this Barlow, which is your standard Barlow size, it looks a lot smaller, but it's not really a granddaddy Barlow. If you look at this one, you see that it's about, I don't know, 80% of the size of this knife right here. This is a granddaddy Barlow. And so what is this knife? And I think Andrew over at Baxter Blades, the Tire Tiger, I think he coined a term I've never heard before, and I think it's appropriate. So I'm going to use it again, and I predict in the future that when we're long gone, they'll still be saying this term. And he called this a dad Barlow, And so if a 3 3/8 to 3.5 inch Barlow is your normal Barlow, and a Barlow that's smaller than that is a baby Barlow, and this is a granddad Barlow, then this must be a dad Barlow. So once again, thank you, Andrew, for shedding light in a very unique way that only you can do. And yeah, I like that. This is a dad Barlow. A little over 4 7/8 inches long. You have a beautiful, and it is walnut, and so they call this heritage walnut. And you can see that it is a layered walnut. Don't think this is laminated, although it could be. You see some lines right there. Kind of looks like laminate when you look. Oh, get her in there. Come on. Yeah, you see those lines? Could be a laminate, but those also could just be the regular lines of the grains of wood. I don't know. Why would you laminate walnut? I don't know. I think it's just walnut sanded down. And you see it's thicker here, and as you sand it down, you're going to sand through those grains and get to them. But you got a nice nickel silver shield there. We'll talk about that more in a minute. Nickel silver pins, nickel silver bolsters, and carbon steel liners. You can see the carbon steel liners on there. These aren't integral liners. You can see there's some separation between the bolster and the carbon steel liner. Nice looking little Barlow there. If you open her up, you have a really nice sheep's foot blade, non-typical for a Barlow. Some people have made comments about that already, but I'm good with it. I prefer a spear point, but the truth is, how often are you really stabbing something with these knives? You know, if you really think about it, I think that's something modern folder guys have already figured out is, yeah, these sheep with type style blades are really handy. Nice, even grind on there. Really nice. Nice mirror polish. And you can see right there, it's just really shiny. Really nice mirror polish on that. Look at that. All the way around. Bolsters. Look at the shine on the bolsters there. It's sharp, hair shaven sharp. So I've cleaned off a little bit of the hair on my arms, and that's the redneck way to see if a knife is sharp. And by gosh, this knife is sharp. I paid $41. No, I didn't. I paid 39. I paid $39 for this, and what a steal! So you know, if Berenson is going to continue to make knives this way, um, they're going to be pulling some people away from case. Their scale materials are kind of limited at Berenson, but this is every bit as good as a case, and in some ways better. Here's my razor. So they're the same size. This is advertised as 4 3/4. It's actually bigger than 4 3/4. This is advertised as 4 inches, and it's a little smaller than 4 inches, but really close in size to them. And you can see the mirror polishes, the finishes on there. If you look down into the top square there, that space, you see where cases all gird up, and the Berenson looks better. So there's some stamping mark on the Berenson. It's not polished, but it definitely looks better than the case. And that's what they look like there. A little bit of separation, you know. These bolsters, if the knife was put together properly, traditionally you would not see these gaps in between the bolsters and the liners right there, but they're not. But everybody does it that way now. It's a money saving thing that they do, and so you can see the separation in them. But there are no gaps in this knife right here. Really well done, and just I don't think, yeah. The only thing is the back is not polished, in this case is. So if you want to pay $40 more and have a polished back, then this is what you want. But this is a really nice user knife right here. Really well made. Let's listen to the walk and talk. So I really can't do it like that. So that tells me it's strong. And there's the open and the close. We'll do it one more time. Nice solid thunk. You look at the transitions there, really nice job on the transition. That's transition from the blade to the back spring. Looks really good. There's no stepping there. There's no stepping anywhere on here. And just a super job. There's a little bit of roughness right here on the tops. You can just feel a little bit catching your finger. It's not going to cut you or stop you from moving. It's just you can feel a little roughness there. Everything else is perfectly smooth. There's one spot on this case razor that's like that. I think this is it right here, where it's rough on top. So Case does a really good job with this hefting of its scales. They're always really good. And yeah, this is a winner. If I had to give this knife a criticism, it would be that mundane, silly little medallion shield that Berenson uses. That thing looks to me like something Fred punched out over in his garage and put in there. It just does not look really professional. So here's an example. Here's a medallion that looks kind of good, right? It's a Boker. And you see things like this on Bokers that have lost their medallion from guys who just punched out something from a coin or a piece of metal to put it in there to fill a hole. I've seen gems fill in these holes, but yeah, that's kind of simplistic. And I think Berenson needs to do better at that. This is really simplistic right here. It's a Remington, and but you can see it looks better. You know, it's just simple with medallion with the Remington on there, but it looks better than that Berenson. Um, I got a few of them here. Here's another medallion. Again, when there's an insignia on it or something, it looks pretty good. And here's just a round one. Again, looks so much better. You know, so Berenson needs to come up with something better. You know, like a bear medallion, a paw print, something. You know, come on, give us something a little better than that. Here's a queen. Again, a simple medallion, but they got a little crown on there, and it looks better than that little piece of metal with some scribbly writing on it. Fourth generation carbon. So this is a carbon steel blade. For you Teener fans, that is going to excite you right there. Carbon steel, USA. It's 1095, advertised 1095. Get a nice stamp there. This is not etched. It is stamped. And what else? That's pretty much all that needs to be said about this. Fantastic knife. Fantastic knife. For the money, you could not beat this. This is really good quality knife. I watched, I think, 4 videos before I pulled the trigger on this. And every time I get a Berenson, I get burned. But I'll tell you, this thing lives up to its reputation. And at least 5 people have gotten really good ones. And that's the 4 videos I watched, plus this one. And yeah, these are really nice knives, guys. Doesn't feel real heavy either. Nice knife. All right. Hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you found it informative. And I hope you check out my next video. And thank you so much.